feeling out there, Folk Alliance? Folk Alliance. Tonight we are going to be your band for this evening. We are the Rumble. Welcome to New Orleans.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the 2026 International Folk Music Awards. Please give a warm welcome to your house band for the evening, the Rumble and Chief Joseph Bedreau Jr.
Rich people living in paradise. Poor people under the bridge at night. Oh yeah. Most people know what it takes to survive. But my people know how to do it and thrive. Oh yeah. My people, we've been left behind before. My people, devils knocking on your door. My people said so many had to go. My people, we still here, and one day we gon' all be in the same boat. Rich people still living high and dry. Poor people, they watching the waters rise. Oh yeah. Most people don't even bat an eye. But my people know that it's real this time. Oh yeah. My people, we've been left behind before. My people, devils knocking on your door. My people said so many had so many to go. still here, and one day we gon' all be in the same boat. I'll be in the same boat. Yeah.
No matter who you are, black, white, purple, green, or gold, we are all one under the same sun, so we must love each other as such.
My people, we've been left behind before. My people, devil's knocking on your door. My people said so many, too bad to go. My people, we still here, and one day we gon' all be in the same. My people, we've been left behind before. My people, devil's knocking on your door. My people said so many, too glad to go. My people, we still here, and one day we gon' all be in the same. My people, we've been left behind before. My people, devil's knocking on your door. My people said so many, glad to go. My people, we still here, and one day we gon' all be in the same boat.
Rumble!
Y'all, let's give it up one more time for the Rumble. Give it up, y'all. Truly such a great opener to this evening's show, and thank you so much to TRO Essex for sponsoring that fabulous opening reception. Thank you so much. My name is Ashley Chabon-Gray. I am the board president for Folk Alliance International. And on behalf of the board of directors of Folk Alliance International, it is truly an honor to welcome you to the International Folk Music Awards. As someone who calls this place home, I am especially proud to welcome you to the city of New Orleans. So thank you so much for being here. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that the staff and board of Folk Alliance International acknowledge New Orleans is settled on the ancestral indigenous lands of the Atakapa Ishak, Caddo, Chimachita, Choctaw, Homa, Natchez, Tunica peoples, and the Petites Nation. We also recognize Alabama, Biloxi, Kotsatsi, and Ofo people, and others who were pushed into Louisiana from their ancestral lands. New Orleans is a city that's shaped by music, resistance, resilience, and collective joy. It is a place where songs are born out of struggle and celebration alike, where community is not optional, it is essential. We are deeply excited to continue to build a presence here in the years ahead and deepen our relationship with the city, its musicians, culture bearers, and tradition keepers. This week, this night, has particularly been special. The Folk Alliance International Conference and the IFMAs are a rare moment when our global community truly comes together. Artists, organizers, presenters, advocates, cultural workers, all under one roof, united by song and shared purpose. This year's theme, Rise Up, could not be more timely. We are living in an era of profound political and social turbulence. We've seen families torn apart, communities targeted, violence normalized, and horrific tragedies unfold with heartbreaking regularity. In moments like these, gatherings is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Folk music has always risen to meet moments like these. Folk music is also inherently political. It's true, we can applause that, that's cool. You're allowed to applaud things, it's fine. It is inherently political, and it has long served as a vehicle for protest, for truth-telling, for documenting everyday struggles for justice, dignity, and equality. Yeah, hell yeah. It gives voice to those who have been silenced and reminds us again and again that we are deeply connected. This week, we hope that this space not only offers celebration, but collaboration. A chance to lift our voices together, to listen deeply, to challenge one another, and to imagine what's possible when action and art move together hand in hand. Because quite frankly, the truth is simple and enduring. We aren't free until all of us are free. Again, I want to thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for rising up through your music, through your work, and your care for one another. And thank you so much for being part of this extraordinary community. Yes, indeed. Give it up for yourselves. And with that, I am proud to present our very first award of the evening, Song of the Year. Yes, it's exciting, y'all. It's an award show. This is exciting. I know. I have an envelope and everything. So this year's nominees are Ain't Afraid to Die, written and performed by Woody Guthrie. You can totally applaud. It's fine. You're allowed to. Crying in the Night, written by Stevie Nicks and performed by Andrew Bird and Mason Cunningham. I Bought Me a President, written by Kathy Fink and Tom Paxton, performed by Kathy Fink and Marcy Markser. Room on the Porch, featuring Ruby Amafu, written by Eamon Mahal, Henry St. Clair Fredericks Jr., Kevin R. Moore, and Ruby Amafu, performed by Taj Mahal, Kev Mo, and Ruby Amafu. Sleeves Up, written and performed by Chris Matthews. And Sisters of the Night Watch, written by Ife O'Donovan, Sarah Watkins, Sarah Jaros, and performed by I'm With Her. And the 2025 Song of the Year is, ooh, so dramatic, Chris Matthews.
Thank you so much, everybody. It is always an honor to be in community with my community, especially in times like these. It's such a pleasure to get to see so many songs being written for this moment, meeting this moment. I hope all of us will continue to write songs like that one. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all.
And now, a word from our opening reception sponsor, TRO Essex.
This land is made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From the redwood forest to the New York Island, from the snow-capped mountain to the Gulf Stream waters. This land is made for you and me. I'ma taste my shadow all across this road map, till my wheat field waving, till my cornfield dancing, as I keep a-walking, the wind keeps a-talking. This land is made for you and me.
Please welcome Folk Alliance International Board Member Reed Wick.
How about it for the rumble? Well, first, welcome to New Orleans, my hometown. Glad to have y'all here. So I get the pleasure of giving out a couple of the Spirit of Folk Awards, which are presented each year to recognize people and organizations actively involved in the promotion and preservation of folk music through their creative work, community building, and demonstrated leadership. These are the folks in our community doing the incredible work who are not always in the spotlight, but who shine the light for all that we do. Our first recipient tonight is someone I can call my friend, Rachel Ornelas. I've had the pleasure of observing her work as the Cultural Heritage Manager for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation and Festival. Since 2003, Rachel has curated the Louisiana Folklife Village, the Native American Village, and other festival areas, while also co-founding Jazz Fest's sustainability department, which is very important today. In addition to her work with Jazz Fest, Rachel also consults on cultural projects for the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, the Americana Music Triangle, and the National Association of Latino Arts and Cultures, where she also serves as a grant reviewer and as a fellow in the organization's Cultural or Leadership Institute. Through her vision, leadership, and advocacy, Rachel has amplified countless cultural voices, ensuring that folk traditions remain vibrant and visible for generations to come. So it is with great pride that I get to present the 2026. We've been in a board meeting all day, folks, talking about strategic planning. Thank you, Dee. So numbers are jumbling in my head. The 2026 Spirit of Folk Award to our beloved friend and ally, Rachel Ornelas. Rachel.
Hello. Thank y'all so much. It's hard to follow Reed Wick. Wow. First of all, I want to say thank you, Folk Alliance, for everything that you do and for being here. It is so important, especially now. So thank you so much. And for that you're going to be coming back for two more times at least. Yes. So, as you know, folk traditions endure because communities carry them forward. I'm so honored to work in this folk ecosystem, amplifying the voices of elders, community bearers, and artists. I carry my ancestors with me in this work, especially my dad, who was a Tejano music pioneer. Thank you. I want to say I'm thankful to my colleagues who are here tonight, my mentors, the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival and Foundation, and most importantly, the culture bearers of the community. This honor belongs to all of you. I'll keep showing up and advocating that your traditions stay alive. In these troubled times, make sure you lean into community, make sure you keep caring for each other, and above all, continue to rise up. Thank you so much.
All right, I get to do one more. For another good friend of mine, our next Spirit of Folk Award goes to the very special member of our folk community. She's a past board member and a tireless advocate, Laura Thomas. I got to give her some props. I know, I want to play too. As a lifelong Austinite and founder of Combo Plate Booking, Laura has spent over 25 years representing singer-songwriters and building a thriving network of venues, presenters, and musicians. Since 2001, she has organized monthly concerts and the annual South by Soup Fest fundraisers benefiting Caritas of Austin, raising over $80,000 for food services. I've had the pleasure of serving with Laura on the Folk Alliance Board. She served as a director for 6 years, including 2 of those years in executive leadership. As a former social worker, she led an effort to address mental health in the FAI community, which I greatly appreciate. Yes. Laura's generosity, authenticity, and deep community spirit truly capture the essence of this award. So please welcome another one of our 2026 Spirit of Folk Award recipients, Laura Thomas.
I'm Laura, obviously. Thanks so much for this award. I used to be a hospice social worker for about 11 years, and I left that career. Thank you for that. I left my career there after that to become a booking agent. I really didn't know what I was doing. I definitely never knew I'd find this huge folk family that I have found, so I'm especially grateful for all of you. And I'm really grateful. I've been presenting private showcases at Folk Alliance for, I think, 25 years now. So thanks to all the artists who played my showcase room. Thanks to all the artists, many who are here at the conference who've played my showcases that I've organized at the Soup Kitchen in Austin since 2001. And I just want to thank my mom and dad who both passed away. My mom recently passed away in October. And both of them really instilled this love of live music that has always stayed with me. So thanks to them. And lastly, I want to thank my friend Marie Arsenault. She was a booking agent as well, and she's the one who talked me into coming to Folk Alliance in the first place in 2006 when it was in Austin. And she and I presented a private showcase room for many years. Marie did pass away in 2016, so I want to dedicate this to Marie. Thank y'all.
And now to present the 2026 People's Voice Award, please welcome Layla McCalla.
Hey everybody, welcome to New Orleans. I was here 5 years ago and I'm just having deja vu left and right. I'm so honored to be here to present this year's People's Voice Award, which honors the socially conscious roots of folk music. This award is presented to an artist who has unabashedly embraced social and political commentary in their creative work and music career. Kashana's music and voice are medicine. It's music that is determined to foster our collective reflection and evolution. Kashana is an artist of deep integrity, grace, intention, action, and commitment. Kashana began her career in service to houseless and incarcerated folks as a music therapist, writing her first songs with her patients. She's the founder of a beautiful organization based in Nashville called Your Song, which is a collaborative songwriting program that connects performing arts centers, musicians, and artists with vulnerable communities to promote healing and community connectedness. She's a 3-time TEDx speaker, delivered the keynote address to 2023 Fulbright Scholars, and is featured in the PBS television show Ear to the Common Ground, gathering fans around a dining table to discuss voting rights in America. Kashana's latest project, Legacy, focuses on family. Through personal stories, photos, film, genealogy research, ancestry, and travel, she shares her story, masterfully pieced together and performed for an audience left wanting more. Concert goers often ask, "What can I do?" Her response, "Listen." And I didn't write this as a part of my spiel, but Kashana's presence is just so beautiful, and I'm just so happy to be here to present her this award. Please join me in congratulating this year's People's Voice Award recipient, the transcendent and inspiring Kashana.
And it's spelled right. Yay! If you only knew how many times growing up I would get awards that had my name misspelled. I was Kashoha, Kashonda, you know. This is an honor. Thank you. Thank you here, everyone here at Folk Alliance. This is a big honor, and if you know anything about me, you know how challenging it is for me to receive anything and even to be perceived. So this is great. Growing up, I was encouraged to be observant, to listen more than I spoke. And as a classically trained pianist and oboist, I was trained to learn how to make music tell a story, not using my words. And as a music therapist, I embraced the power of nonverbal communication, only using music. But for much of my life, I was so focused on being a reflection of the people in the world around me. Standing on stages, performing, this was never part of the plan. And through this long journey of listening and reflecting, I've eventually found my own voice, and I'm deeply grateful to everyone who has supported me along the way. To my parents, my brother, my teachers, my mentors, my collaborators, thank you not only for listening, but for giving me the space to not just share my music, but the story. And this award is a testament to the power of finding and using our voices authentically. May we continue to reflect the love and inspiration around us, and in doing so, truly see just how loved we are and that we are not alone in all of our struggles. Thank you so much. Thank
you. You ready?
With a palatial name and a massive range of talent to match, Taj Mahal is one of the defining figures of American music, an icon of skyscraping stature. But he started small in Springfield, Massachusetts. Music was a part of young Henry St. Clair Frederick's life from day one. In the air were the holy sounds of gospel and jazz, anything that drifted in on the radio's airwaves. He traveled beyond the geographic borders of his family's northeastern enclave with his queries into the lives of his South Carolinian mother, his West Indian-born father, his traveling musician friends, and his family's neighbors, transplanted Southern seekers of the Great Migration. Studying agriculture at the University of Massachusetts, Fredericks discovered fascinating fields of study and a lively student body that turned him on to even more spiritually fulfilling, people-minded music. Among his peers, such as fellow student Buffy St. Marie, he found opportunities to swap records, to discuss old songs and new ideas, and to sharpen his chops on the guitar. Here, he developed a profound personal connection between music and the nurturing work inherent to agriculture. His role as thoughtful steward of living traditions started taking shape long before Taj or anyone around him could name it. By the early 1960s, Henry St. Clair Fredericks had chosen a new name for himself that honored a loving practice of nonviolence, the iconic Taj Mahal. He picked up for California in 1965, settling in Santa Monica with a spirit stoked by the crackling energy he found on campus and further away at the Newport Folk Festival.
Still a voracious absorber of styles, he had devoted himself to the blues, the music of the Black diaspora in the United States that spoke to the deep pain of the spiritual wound produced by the country's founding value of white supremacy.
The multi-talented musician's idea about the far-reaching relevance of the blues were as unbound as his energy for broadcasting them. He was determined to go his own way without the corporate, hit single-obsessed influence of major labels, hitting a stride with a 12-album streak across the 1970s. As Taj Mahal's reputation as a wicked guitarist, harmonica player, pianist, and songsmith blossomed, so too did his relationships with players who shared his broad appetites and opening spirit of camaraderie. He linked up with Ry Cooder early on, establishing a lifelong friendship with the Santa Monica-born blues head. On stages, in studios, and across screens through his work in TV and film, Taj Mahal has illuminated the branches of the blues that stretch across oceans. He's seasoned his work with the elements of jazz, reggae, and rock that he picked up throughout his life, resulting in singular blends like the calypso-leaning hula blues.
Oh, darling, give me the hula blues.
His study of the history and practice of blues music outpaces any page-bound scholar, an education that he's gone to great lengths to share with the rest of us. Throughout his globe-crossing adventures, Taj Mahal's devotion to the blues has remained unflappable. He kept diving deeper and deeper, reaching into history to feel the ancient bonds that tethered him to his life's purpose. His network expanded like roots reaching further into the earth as he unraveled the connections of African traditions with American blues. The music of Taj Mahal became a more literal, diplomatic tool with his band's first tour of Africa in 1979. Sponsored by the State Department at the behest of President Jimmy Carter, the 14-show expedition delivered Taj Mahal and company to Niger, Zambia, and more. The appeal of Taj Mahal's music continues across nations and generations. He affirmed the latter with his 1988 album Sheikh Sugaree, where he brought folk songs to life for young listeners.
Taj Mahal's interest in Africa has remained a through line in his life, a force behind works like 1999's Kulanjan, with the Malian Kora titan Toumani Diabate.
With more than 60 years of music making under his belt, Taj Mahal continues to embody the ever-shifting vitality of the blues. He celebrates the reflections of life that are sanguine, mysterious, challenging, probing, and most of all, joyful. He tends to a vast garden of musical blooms, one where harmony flourishes among tunes and people alike. He's an explorer, a collector, cross-pollinator, a steward of one of the branches in humanity's great family tree.
I said, come on up. There's room on the boat for everyone. Come on up. There's room on the boat for everyone.
Back by tonight's house band, please welcome recipient of tonight's People's Voice Award, Kashana 2026 Rising Tide Award honoree Yasmin Williams, and Taj Mahal.
Good evening, everybody. Where you at? Okay, come on with that. Boy, I saw a lot of pictures I ain't seen in a long time. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this. I love those chords.
Yeah, let's do this. Sweeter than a honeybee, baby, been sweet on me. A honeybee, my queen bee, mama, don't you rock me to my soul, love me to my soul, rock me to my soul, rock me to my soul. Oh, oh. Turn that mic off. Rock me to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Oh, oh. Honey in your honey pot. When your pot is hot. Oh. Honey pot, or in the pot is what you got to rock the love of me. Baby, to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Rock me to my soul. Oh, oh. Take it again. Sugar, won't you come by me, or spare me of this misery? Baby, won't you come by me, or I know you agree, to rock me to my soul, to rock me to my soul, rock me to my soul, rock me to my soul. Oh, oh. Sweeter than a honeybee, baby, been sweet on me. A honeybee, my queen bee, mama, don't you rock me to my soul, love me to my soul, rock me to my soul, rock me to my soul. Baby, these songs were made for lovers. I say lovers and 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 lovers. My soul, my soul, my soul. Queen bee, queen bee, queen, queen bee, queen bee, queen bee.
Thank you very much. I cannot tell you how much it's a pleasure to receive this wonderful award. I've been enjoying making music for almost nearly 75 years now. And as I approach my 84th birthday, I still got a lot to go. I got a lot to feel. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all. Remember that, you know, it's never in somebody's shadow. It's standing in their light. Thank you very much. How about that band?
To present the 2026 Clearwater Award, please welcome the Milk Carton Kids.
All right, keep it going for Taj Mahal. We're the Milk Carton Kids. It's great to be back at Folk Alliance for the 100th time. It's an honor specifically to be here today to recognize the incredible work being done in the music industry to prioritize sustainability.
In a world facing pressing environmental challenges, it's crucial that we as a community lead with care for our planet. Sustainability is not just a buzzword, it's the future of how we gather, create, and celebrate. Yeah, Taj.
That's why the Clearwater Award is presented to a festival that demonstrates leadership in environmental stewardship.
And tonight we are proud to present the 2026 Clearwater Award to the Edmonton Folk Festival. With a decades-long commitment to environmental stewardship and leadership in sustainable event production, the festival has worked in close partnership since the early 90s with the City of Edmonton, the Cloverdale community to protect Gallagher Park, implementing innovative green practices long before sustainability became standard.
That's true. We've seen it in person, in practice. We've played Edmonton Folk Festival more than almost any other festival, so we can attest to their composting program, their recycling program, their bike lockup initiatives, so everybody rides their bike there, and their pioneering reusable plate program. I don't know if you guys know about this, but after you eat, you scrape the food off the plate, and then they wash it, and then they can use it again. And this was groundbreaking.
And if you think the hall monitors here at Folk Alliance are strict, the Canadians are nasty, nasty.
That's true,
If you break a rule, just look at their face. It's like something that would haunt your dreams.
It's true. But through these efforts, we're proud to report Edmonton Folk Festival has diverted more than 2 million single-use items from landfills, and every aspect of their festival reflects a deep respect for people and place.
Supported by a dedicated green, yeah, you can clap for that, sorry. Supported by a dedicated green team of volunteers, the festival continues to educate audience and reduce its footprint through initiatives that, like Joey said, like compostable wares, PLA beer cups, and participation in Edmonton's corporate climate leadership program.
Yeah. This year, unfortunately, the folks from the festival decided not to travel to the States to accept the award due to the political uncertainty of this administration. So to Terry and everyone at Edmonton, we miss you and congratulations. Let's turn our attention now to the screens to hear their acceptance.
Good evening. My name is Terry Wickham, and I'm the producer of the Edmonton Folk Music Festival. It is a great honor on behalf of the hundreds of volunteers that work on our environmental stewardship program to accept the Clearwater Award. Thank you, Folk Alliance. You know, last time in 2020, we were in New Orleans. I walked into a showcase, and there was Sierra Farrell. So I trust you'll all have a great time this weekend discovering new talent, a specialty of the Folk Alliance. So what do we do for the environment? What do we do for our program? Well, along with the usual composting everything and recycling, we have a few unique features. We have free water for the audience. It saves all that bottled water. We have free bicycle storage. 1,500 people use that. And we encourage the city to, when they were building their light rail transit, to go past the Folk Festival site and have a stop at the bottom of the hill and the top of the hill, and they did. You have to remember that festivals are very wasteful by nature. If you're at home, you're using your own plate. I think the biggest thing we did was to start our plate program. So we bought 5,000 melamine plates. We bought a $30,000 dishwasher, and we have 60 volunteers that take care of all those plates. That alone saved half of the garbage going to the refill sites. So I recommend that. It's a little bit costly initially. Maybe you'll get some government funding for it. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Vancouver Folk Festival. When I visited in 1989, that's where we got the inspiration to, basically to copy what Vancouver was doing to, as they said at the time, to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. So thank you again on behalf of the Edmonton Folk Music Festival, and have a great time in New Orleans.
And now from Tank and the Bangas, please welcome to the stage Tank.
Hey everybody! I am so honored to be a part of this beautiful program to present the 2025 Album of the Year. This award factors in not only global airplay and chart tracking from a new record, but also career momentum and activity over the past year. And the nominees are Arcadia, from Allison Krauss and Union Station, Down the Road Records. Church, Flamey Grant, Seamus Records, Palm Valley Music, LLC. Reclamation, Chris Matthews. Room on the Porch, Taj Mahal, and Kevmo, Concord Records. Wild and Clear and Blue, I'm With Her, Rounder Records. And Woody at Home, Volumes 1 and 2, Woody Guthrie. We want to thank all the members of the FIA who voted to determine the winner of the 2025 Album of the Year is... And the winner is I'm With Her! Wild and Clear and Blue. Now, unfortunately, they can't be with us here tonight, but sent along their thanks. Let's take a look.
Thank you so much for this incredible award, Wild and Clear and Blue. We love this record. We've been so proud to have written these songs together and play them for you all on tour. Thank you so much.
And huge thanks to Josh Kaufman for producing this album. It was such an amazing experience working with him and bringing these songs to life. Thank you, Folk Alliance. This is so awesome.
Thank you so much.
Clifton Chenier had a message for the cynics on They Call Me Crazy, his rock and accordion hit from 1975. Chenier mocked their taunts in his native Creole. I don't have an education. I don't know what I'm doing. But the student of Louisiana's sundry music traditions had become a master of his craft, working his way up from neighborhood parties and the so-called crawfish circuit of the Deep South. Chenier's singular style and extraordinary stage presence eventually earned him the title King of Zydeco.
You got me walking the floor.
2025 marked 100 years since the birth of the man who helped turn the eyes and ears of listeners all over the world to his beloved home pocket of Louisiana Corner. He accomplished it with an accordion. Loose, lively, and upbeat, Chenier's music shrugged off life's troubles with each squeeze of his instrument. Chenier was reared on la-la, the two-steps, waltzes, and blues that black sharecroppers played in house dances at the end of a long work week. From boyhood, he absorbed his father's casual musicianship and the music that was a part of the social fabric of the local black, French, Creole, and Cajun communities. His synthesis of Delta blues, jazz, Cajun music, and rhythm and blues, married with the jittery pep of his first-generation rock and roll, made for an intoxicating brew. Chenier's inventive output, along with his rollicking showmanship, endeared him to audiences easily. Chenier further electrified and amplified the tradition with drums, piano, organs, and horns. He often had his older brother Cleveland in tow, playing the washboard, and the two worked to refine the workhorse tool into an instrument dubbed the vieux-frottoir. The musical gumbo became known as Zydeco, spawning generations of admirers and imitators. The name was influenced by one of Chenier's early hits, Zydeco sans pasale, a Creole greeting about time so hard there was no salt and snap beans. Throughout his work, Chenier painted vibrant pictures about life around rural Opelousas, Louisiana, where, as he liked to put it, he was dug out of the mud. He sang about dancing, heartache, and farm life. He sang about trysts, true love, and more dancing. Though Clifton Chenier's music is a party that invites every friend and stranger to come on in, it's also the fruit of his intimate artistic connections among players born in one of the most musically rich locales on earth. Admiration for Chenier's artistry eventually stretched up to the highest levels of national recognition, and the National Endowment for the Arts bestowed Chenier with a National Heritage Fellowship in 1984. 30 years later, the Recording Academy honored him with a posthumous Lifetime Achievement Award. The formal honors are jewels in the crown of an accordion marvel still heralded as royalty. The rest of the world started to notice Chenier in 1954 with Atifi, Halo Girl, on Specialty Records, his take on a cut from fellow Louisianian Professor Longhair. The success put him on the road with Etta James, Ray Charles, and other greats like Lil Richard and Chuck Berry. Chenier's time on the road showcased the sort of unfettered, free-flowing energy that no studio session could hope to capture. It wasn't strange for one of his sets to stretch past 3 or 4 hours. The rooms Chenier filled kept getting bigger, his buoyant musicality guaranteed every time. When he connected with R. Hooley Records head Chris Stravich in the early 1960s, Chenier hit a stride with a run of groundbreaking records for the label that captured the unmatched vibrancy of his live performances. Some of the standouts included I'm a Hog for You, I'm on the Wonder, and Party Down at the Blue Angel Club. Chenier's 1975 album, Bogalusa Boogie, with its centerpiece, They Call Me Crazy, was lightning in a bottle. Recorded in one take, the LP earned a 5-star rating from the Rolling Stone Record Guide and has been enshrined in both the Library of Congress National Recording Registry and the Grammy Hall of Fame. In 1984, I'm Here on Alligator Records brought Chenier a Grammy for Best Ethnic or Traditional Folk Recording and kept him in demand from rustic Louisiana dance halls to its Jazz and Heritage Festival, London's Royal Albert Hall, and the venerated Montreux Jazz Fest on the shores of Switzerland's Lake Geneva. 3 years after his Grammy win, Chenier's earthly travels came to an end when he succumbed to complications from diabetes at the age of 62. But his legacy remains strong in how Zydeco endures to represent a unique and vibrant cultural legacy, a sound and feeling that can be recognized the world over. Big-name music makers remain deeply invested in their love for Chenier. In 2025, a tribute to the King of Zydeco issued an album-length salute to an artist the rock icons cherished unlike any other. A century since his arrival, Clifton Chenier remains a high-spirited presence in the pantheon of Zydeco and American music at large. His home state continues to hold him in highest esteem. June 25th was proclaimed as Clifton Chenier Day throughout Louisiana from 2021 through 2025, and a traditional music scholarship at the University of Louisiana Lafayette bears his name to help other young people enrich their lives through song. The naysayers used to call him crazy. Now they call him the King. Clifton Chenier.
In musical tribute to Clifton Chenier, backed by tonight's house band, The Rumble, please welcome C.J. Chenier.
go Vaseline. Zare go Vaseline. Zare go Vaseline. Zare go Vaseline. Zare hippie down yo. Zare hippie down yo. Zare hippie down yo. Zare never did no. That's why. CJ Chenier! Wow. Thanks. I'm going to say thanks. I figured tonight was a good night to bring Black Gal out, you know. Black Gal is almost as old as me. I'm 68 years old. My daddy gave it to me back in the 80s. And it was already old then, but this was his favorite accordion. This is the one that carried his name. This is Black Gal. Yeah, I'm not a big talker, so I'm not going to be here long, but I want to tell a little story. Mr. Taj Mahal just left off this stage. Back when I was a 22-year-old saxophone player playing in a band with my dad, Taj Mahal, Clifton Chenier, and Peter Tosh did a concert at the Baton Rouge Centralplex. Yeah, I never forgot that. I never forgot Mr. Taj Mahal because he was just a great person. And for him to be one with my dad, I mean, what can you say? So I would like to say thank the Folk Alliance for this beautiful award. And I want to thank all of y'all too. Thank you very much.
And now a message from Rising Tide Award sponsor, the Levitt Family Foundation.
Hello, I am Therese Lagama, board member here at Folk Alliance International and performing arts curator for the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. And I'm excited to present this year's Rising Tide Award, sponsored by the Levitt Family Foundation, to Yasmin Williams. The Rising Tide Award is underwritten by the Levitt Family Foundation and National Foundation, which partners with changemakers and nonprofits across America to activate underused public spaces through the power of free live music, creating welcoming, inclusive destinations where people of all ages and backgrounds come together. All artists on Levitt stages are paid and feature a broad range of musical styles, including many Folk Alliance artists. Yasmin Williams is an acclaimed acoustic guitarist and composer from Northern Virginia whose inventive fingerstyle approach, featuring lap-style placement, tapping, alternate tunings, and percussive hits on the guitar body, has expanded the instrument's expressive possibilities. She holds a degree in music theory and composition from New York University. Her 3 full-length studio albums, Unwind, Urban Driftwood, and Acadia, have been praised for blending folk, ambient textures, jazz influences, and West African-inspired instrumentation, including kalimba and kora. As an artist in a time when it's important to speak out, she has used her platform to inspire action and advocacy for the importance of diversity, equity, and labor rights in the arts. Until recently, I served as Director of Public Programs in the Social Impact Department at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in DC, where our team curated free programs with the mission of leveraging arts to advance justice and equity, foster community, and provide accessible programming for diverse audiences. When new leadership was installed at the Kennedy Center over a year ago, one of the first acts was to dissolve the Social Impact Department. At that time, Yasmin Williams had a pre-existing arrangement to be part of the popular Millennium Stage series. She, along with so many artists, struggled with deciding whether or not to cancel her performance in light of the new unprecedented change in direction and the new policies to eliminate DEI. After much deliberation and following a tense email exchange with leadership that made it clear she would not be welcome, she decided that she would perform in a show of solidarity of the Kennedy Center Union and also for staff that, quote, are still working there, fighting to maintain the institution's integrity and those unjustifiably fired, and for the elderly ushers who were told to not wear masks publicly while working. In the face of an atmosphere cultivated to intimidate her during the performance, she stayed the course. She chose to protest very bravely amid boisterous heckling throughout the show. She did not allow herself to be silenced. Following the show, she wrote on Instagram, quote, I will not be harassed or intimidated by anyone. If they would do this to me, they would do this to you, to anyone. Don't let fascism go unchecked. Power to the people. Williams stands as one of contemporary music's most visionary and courageous voices, fully embodying the values and ideals of the folk community, engaging us in thinking about our own roles in standing for justice and inspiring us all through her own principled courage. It is my honor to join you in welcoming 2026 Rising Tide honoree, Yasmin Williams.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much to the Folk Alliance for this award. This is crazy to me because it's not an award I thought I'd ever, it's not a sort of award I ever thought I'd receive. Because I guess growing up, my parents taught me a lot about politics and the way of the world, you know. And I remember back when I was in grade school, I had a lot of racist encounters with teachers and other kids in school. And my parents made sure I was aware of the systems in place that contributed to that and stifled Black people's advancement in this country. And I watched my mom advocate for me in parent-teacher conferences when a teacher tried to explain away their racism, and my mind would drift to music class because I thought that was the one place where racist things didn't really happen to me and I could be at peace. It was my safe space. So I kind of started to associate injustice with politics and music with like a safe space with peace. And when I released my first record back in 2018, I did an interview in which I was asked, how does it feel being a Black woman in a white male-dominated genre like fingerstyle guitar? And I got that question a lot, and it really bothered me because at that point I really didn't want to, I had no interest in making my music political. I just wanted to be known as a really good guitar player. But I quickly learned that even though I wanted music to remain a safe place, I came to understand that the music industry, like all other industries, are governed by the same systems of inequality that my parents told me about. And once I started touring, I quickly noticed how alone I felt at a lot of shows and festivals. I noticed that I'd be mistaken for other Black folk and country artists, even though we look nothing alike. I noticed that working class musicians got the short end of the stick in almost every way in this business. So I realized I should really start speaking out against the injustices I was seeing, like my mom did for me back in school. And I'm just really, really proud to receive this award because it shows that speaking out against inequity and injustice should be just as important to a folk musician as the music that they make. It's an equal part of our job. Thank you. And I'll continue to advocate for equity, fair pay, workers' rights, and other issues that really are important in our industry, and I'll continue to speak out until we all get what we deserve. To my fellow musicians, please don't be afraid to speak out, especially in this current moment. Audre Lorde has a great quote that I love, which is, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in service of my own, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. So don't be afraid." Thank you. We're dealing with an administration that actively devalues what we do as artists and is openly hostile to us. Don't let that deter you from your work. If they come after you like they came after me, that means you're saying something consequential, so keep saying it. Thank you. Art and what we do is what makes the world livable and enjoyable. So let's use our gifts to make a better place for everyone in the industry and for everyone around the world. Thank you so much. Peace, y'all.
To present the nominees for Best Global Folk Album, sponsored by Songlines Magazine, here's editor of Songlines Magazine, Russ Slater Johnson.
Good evening. Hope you're all having a great time. Sorry I can't be there. Now, I'm very excited to introduce the nominees for the inaugural Global Folk Album of the Year Award, sponsored by Songlines Magazine. This is a new award that honours albums that celebrate distinct folk cultures and traditions from around the world, amplifying voices that preserve and advance understanding of cultural heritage through music. We've got some incredible nominees for you tonight. They are At the Feet of the Beloved by Rizwan Mwazam Kouali, Bagola by Trio de Cali, Niprao Jivaya by Hajda Banda, Tales of Earth and Sun by Rastak, Varav Vati Vatai by the Baltic Sisters, Vie Kaz by Votia.
That's fine. Hi, everyone. It's so nice to be here. My name is Hillary Saunders, and I'm the managing editor of No Depression, as well as a very proud, relatively new member of the board of directors here. The folks at Songlines are still on their way to the conference and can't be with us tonight. So it is my honor to announce the inaugural winner of the Best Global Folk Album, sponsored by Songlines. Okay, yeah, great. So, thought there was a video there, apparently there's not. The winner is the Baltic Sisters. Now apparently is when the video is coming. They were not able to attend, but they did leave a message.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts from all 3 Baltic countries, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania.
We are so very thankful that all the pearls and the treasures from our old cultures are still visible and appreciated.
Let's continue celebrating the world's folk music.
Ačiū.
Aitäh.
Paldies.
Please welcome 2019 Folk Radio Hall of Fame inductee Wanda Fisher.
Hello, everybody. It's my honor to recognize the 2026 inductees into the Folk Radio Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame was established 9 years ago to recognize DJs who have made an outstanding contribution to the preservation, promotion, and presentation of folk music, and who have demonstrated and inspired leadership in the broadcast field. And now let's turn our attention to the screens to learn more about Ron Olesko, Susan Forbes Hansen, Kieran Hanrahan, and Michael Stock.
For 50 years, Ron Olesko has presented folk music on radio, concert stages, magazines, and the internet. Since 1980, he has been a folk radio host on WFDU in Teaneck, New Jersey. In 2019, he launched Folk Music Notebook, a 24/7 online radio channel devoted to folk music. He programs a sampler of the folk world, a mix of contemporary and classic folk songs. And over the years, he has interviewed a who's who of the artists who create our folk community. Susan Forbes Hansen has been a devoted and influential voice in folk radio for over 40 years. She began in 1979 at WHUS at the University of Connecticut, where she launched the Sunday Night Folk Festival, a beloved mainstay for traditional and contemporary folk music, and later hosted Valley Folk on WFCR in Amherst, Massachusetts for 22 years. In town on WNPR in Hartford, and since 2001, FM on Toast at WWUH at the University of Hartford. Her programming, spanning Seeger to Swift, Ritchie to Rogers, Alton to Arlo, reflects her belief that songs tell the true stories of our time. And her humor, curiosity, and discerning ear have elevated countless artists and recordings. Kieran Hanrahan presented the flagship Irish traditional music program, Cayley House, on RTE Radio 1 for 30 years. A pioneering tenor banjo player in the Irish traditional music, he is a founding member of the acclaimed folk band Stockton's Wing, a lecturer of the Irish traditional music program at the Conservatoire at TU Dublin, artistic director of Tradfest, and director of both the National Folk Orchestra of Ireland and the annual Traditional Music Summer School, Scoil Ugsha. Michael Stock's love of folk music began in junior high with his first ever album purchase of the best of Peter, Paul, and Mary. His career launched when he was given the opportunity to become a folk DJ at WMNF in Tampa when the station first went on the air. After returning to Miami, he volunteered at WDNA until, in a distinctly Florida twist, he was accused of being a communist and dismissed. Michael then began producing concerts, bringing acts he had encountered through WMNF down to Miami. In 1982, he took over as folk DJ at WLRN and has hosted the program ever since, having missed only one broadcast in 45 years due to COVID. Over those 4 decades, he has remained deeply committed to building and sustaining a folk music community in South Florida.
I would like to invite Michael Stock to join me on the stage. Thank you. I got to give you one of these.
Oh, thank you.
So this is your award.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank
And
you.
welcome to the Folk Radio Hall of Fame.
Where's my speech? No, I'm just kidding. This is, first I want to thank my family. My daughter and wife are here. This is a little present they made me. I also want to thank Folk Alliance International. I was at the first Folk Alliance in Malibu, and I am just totally amazed, not only at the size it has become, but that I'm here accepting an award from Folk Alliance International. I have always believed that the airways belong to the public. I produce a show in South Florida called The Public Storyteller, because I believe in storytelling as well. That features a lot of stories from South Florida, from everyday people, from folk. I also make it a practice of inviting folk on, if they want to come into the studio, I'm more than happy to have them play for us live on the air. So I do a lot of interviews that way. And I always believe the airways belong to the public. I just said that. And I think that's it. I want to thank you all, and I appreciate it so much.
And now, Folk Alliance International Executive Director, Jennifer Rowe.
Hello. Congratulations again to Michael and the other inductees into the Folk Radio Hall of Fame. You can celebrate them on Friday at Meet the Folk DJs event right next door in Grand AB, which is right over there. Hello. For those of you that haven't met, or I haven't met you yet, I'm Jennifer Rowe, the Executive Director of Folk Alliance International. Before we begin, I want to recognize the people who made this week possible. Please join me in thanking the Folk Alliance International staff and our incredible contractors. Thank you. Conference work is never simple, but doing it in this moment amid uncertainty, tight resources, and a shifting landscape takes resilience, creativity, and a deep care for this community. I am profoundly grateful for your dedication. I also want to thank our board of directors. Your leadership and stewardship help carry this organization forward. Even when the work is hard, this community exists because of your commitment to it. Thank you, board. And thank you, the artists, presenters, organizers, advocates, and culture bearers who make up this global folk community. We're very aware that not everyone who wanted to be here tonight was able to join us. Many of our friends and collaborators do not feel safe or are unable to travel here. We feel those absences deeply, and we want you to know you are part of the circle wherever you are. Absolutely. There is no better place to gather right now, in a city where music doesn't just entertain, but organizes, heals, protests, and survives. We are reminded why folk music matters, especially in times where we are in right now in the U.S. That reality makes this theme especially powerful. The theme of 2026, which I know you already know, is Folk Alliance, is Rise Up. For our 38th gathering, we invite you to rise, to respond, and resonate with purposes here in New Orleans. We gather for a second line of song, inspired by the tradition of honoring those who lead while moving forward together. This city teaches us that music carries grief and joy side by side, that it remembers where we've been and insists on where we are going. From porch song to protest anthems, folk music has always risen in hard times. It tells the truth, it builds connections, it helps people endure and imagine something better. In this moment of social and cultural urgency, we are called to rise up as artists, activists, and allies, to follow tradition, to challenge it when it's needed, and to lift one another when the road gets heavy. Whether through quiet storytelling or collective shout, this is our second line, our shared moment together. Tonight, we honor people who embody that spirit. The International Folk Music Award celebrates artists, leaders, and advocates whose work strengthens our community and keeps this music alive. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for rising with us. I really appreciate having you here tonight. Thanks. Just one quick note before we begin and continue on. We know the ceremony ends with official showcases starting at 8 p.m. on floors 2 and 3. We promise you we're going to get you out of here in time so you can stay through the end and the full program. But now I want to introduce you to my dear friend and colleague, Jared Rivers.
Yeah, man. Walk-on music, I need it all the time. Well, friends, I am delighted that I've been invited to present the next two Spirit of Folk Awards. The first recipient I have the honor of presenting is a lifelong musician who studied jazz bass at McGill University in Montreal before moving to New York City, where he immersed himself in the vibrant folk scene as a performer, a band leader, and a recording artist. In 2015, returned home to Kansas City to accept a role with Folk Alliance that allowed him to combine his professional skills, his musical passion, and deep sense of community to a pivotal moment at his personal life and his professional career. Since then, he has served our community with unwavering dedication, moving from an initial role as the business development manager to his current role as our deputy director. Over the years, he's refined FAI's sponsorship program, transformed its meager fundraising program into a vital and sustaining part of the organization's annual budget. And through his kindness and gregarious leadership, FAI not only expanded its base of sponsors, partners, and donors, but also meaningfully and deepening relationships globally. Please join me in celebrating a friend to all of us and someone who continues to inspire me with his generous spirit, Alex Mallet.
Thank you. Thanks, Jared. Wow, it's a little banjo. It's so neat. Gosh, it's so meaningful to me. I want to say some thank yous first because nothing like this happens on your own. I want to thank my family for just completely unwavering support. Sammy and Tilson, my mom and dad who are here, Amelia, Simon, Solomon, Charlie, and Farah, and my extended family just in all corners. I also I'm just thankful for this whole community, everyone who's supported Folk Alliance, who's believed in us, who's taken this ride with me for the last 10 years. A few people in particular, Jennifer Rowe, who you just saw, and Angus Finnan, who couldn't be here. It's a long story, but their combined vision and their pragmatism helped me bring me back to Folk Alliance or bring me on staff in the beginning. I want to thank Tom Neff for your unwavering faith in the mission and for always telling me like it is, and also just everyone who supported FAI. When I stumbled into my first Folk Alliance in 2013, I came at the invitation of a friend as a musician, and I just had no idea the journey that I would be on. And I think I want everyone to know that this is a really special and rarefied and magical place. And it's magical because of the people that are here. And I think so many of us come here with one idea of how we want to be in this community, and it changes over time in wonderful ways. And so as we enter into this week and into this conference, I just want to celebrate everyone's openness and all of the incredible connections and friendships that you're going to make this week. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
It has been such an incredible night honoring the lives and the work of so many amazing people in our community, and the final Spirit Folk recipient is no different. This wonderful recipient has dedicated her professional life and her personal life and her professional career to building community through music, connection, and collaboration. She epitomizes and embodies the essence of this award, having begun her journey with Folk Alliance in 2007 when the organization relocated to Memphis. Working for years to run the office there and the conference with our late friend Louis Myers, she helped establish a new era and team for the organization, and later supported FAI as a contractor when it first moved to Kansas City. She went on to serve the people of Memphis in various leadership roles at the historic Levitt Shell Pavilion, now known as the Overton Park Shell, where she produced countless performances celebrating cultural diversity and inclusion. And during this time, she returned to FAI as a contractor. Shortly, we moved to Kansas City and rejoined the team as a full staff member in December of 2023. Known for her sincerity and creative problem solving, she leads with empathy and vision and ensuring that all voices are valued, heard, and represented in a more inclusive and vibrant folk music community. Please join me in congratulating our final Spirit of Folk recipient, Cindy Cogbill.
Isn't this nifty? That's pretty great. All right, I'm gonna tell you a little story. A long time ago, I was freshly out of college and I was trying to figure out my path. And in true me fashion, I decided to study myself. I went on an absurd number of Craigslist interviews, purely as practice, tracking my heart rate, my temperature, trying just to see how I could show up. One of those interviews was with Louis J. Myers. Oh, I have to turn the banjo around when I say his name. He was cool, he was calm, he was cool as a cucumber in a black t-shirt and Converse All-Stars. I was sweaty, eager, and in an ill-fitting budget suit just out of college. We talked for hours. We talked about touring, records, books, life, and well, eventually, the job. He offered it to me. I turned it down. I went home and I told my dad, who's my hero, all about it, and he asked, "Why did you turn it down?" When I described it, my eyes lit up. The idea of working for the Folk Alliance International. And he said, "Cindy, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life." I thought about it really hard. I called Louis back, and you know what? My dad was right. That job became my community, my bridesmaids, my adopted family, my people. They're the ones who taught me how to grieve, how to celebrate, how to care for each other, and even how to do my taxes. I want to thank so many of you that have made this possible. It's a journey that I've really enjoyed, and it's a long list. It's a love letter, really. But I'll do my best to say thank you to the people who have walked and walk with me along the way. If you are not listed, don't worry. I really just want to thank the registration list for the last 20 years. But there is a time limit. Thank you, Lewis. Thanks, Reed. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Dan, Tressa, Ann, Carrie, Shauna, Dee, Don Bird, Michael Rycraft, Jim, this incredible Folk Alliance crew and staff for inviting me back to this fun, and most of all, my family, David, Angela, Emma, Mickey, my amazing mom, Kyle. Oh man, thanks, Kyle. And my sweet littles, Naomi and Myra. You guys share my time, and I'm so grateful for your unending willingness to do so. Thank you to all of you for the hard work, the music, the care, and the belonging, for showing me that it's never felt like a job, and for welcoming me home, as Vern Crawford would say. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Casey Sword, CEO at the Folk Americana Roots Hall of Fame in Boston, and we're thrilled to be here to introduce the 2025 Artist of the Year Award. This award is proudly sponsored by the Folk Americana Roots Hall of Fame, the country's first living, interactive music hall of fame housed inside a nonprofit performing arts center. The Hall of Fame calls the historic Wang Theater in Boston home. Through immersive exhibits, live programming, and educational initiatives, we celebrate a simple but powerful idea. Folk music is all music. It's the foundation of everything we hear today. Each year, the Bach Center welcomes tens of thousands of artists and audiences across more than 200 performances. Many of the artists honored here tonight have already graced our stages. We're proud to help tell their stories, and even prouder to amplify those stories so that they continue to inspire future generations. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome one of our most respected artists and a true friend to folk music to present this year's nominees. Please join me in welcoming Ani DeFranco.
Friends of folk music, huh? Thanks, Casey, and all the folks at the Folk Americana Roots Hall of Fame. It's great to be here at Folk Alliance in my adoptive city of New Orleans. And I'm here to present the Artist of the Year category. Artist of the Year, what does that mean? It means all the measurable factors of global airplay, chart tracking, social media momentum, tour dates, all the quantifiable data. But as we know, being an artist is much more than that. So it's also about speaking out with your own voice, creating art that's true to who you are, and connecting with your audience in a deep and authentic way. It's my pleasure to introduce the 2025 Artist of the Year nominees: Abby Gardner, Carsey Blanton, Chris Matthews, I'm With Her, Ordinary Elephant, Sam Robbins. All right, With thanks to all the members of FAI who voted to determine the winner, the 2025 Artist of the Year is, for the very first time, they have a tie. Carsey Blanton, and I'm With Her.
You know, Ani, I do it because it's the least I can do. I do it because I learned it from you. Whew, I am so nervous, I swear to God. Giving a speech without a guitar, this is terrifying. Whew. Thank you. The last time I attended Folk Alliance, a decade ago, I was $80,000 in debt. But now things are different for me. I'm over $200,000 in debt. And I just got out of prison. I don't think it's because I'm especially stupid. I think it's because music is not a business. Music is not a commodity, and music is not a competition. Music is a gift. It was given to us by the people of the past, and it's our job to find a way to give it to the people of the future. And despite the terrifying ravages of capitalism and its fascist henchmen, there is a future, and we have to sing it into being. Songs have been at the heart of every revolution, and they will be at the heart of the revolutions to come. However, and I'm going to get real here for the people in the back, it's very hard to embody a revolutionary spirit when you're $80,000 in debt and you just put another $1,000 on your credit card to come to Folk Alliance and play a 2 a.m. showcase. So I want to say in good faith, this event is built like a trade show, and we need it to turn into a barn raising. I know a lot of the people who run this event, and they are dedicated, overworked music lovers just like the rest of us. But I came here tonight instead of sending a video because I want to ask you to do something. I want to ask you something. I have a request. I would like the organizers of this event to commit to seeking alternate sources of funding in future years and making this free for musicians. And I know it's a really hard time to get funding, so I want to recommend that you ask Daniel Ek, the CEO of Spotify. He needs to do some whitewashing right now. And if the organizers will commit to that, I will proudly accept this award. Thank you so much. I love you all.
I'm With Her, can't be here tonight, so I'm accepting it on their behalf.
Louisiana's culture is not just passed down in books or recordings, but in the people who live, breathe, teach, and appreciate this culture every single day. It's transmitted through tunes taught, learned, and dances picked up by watching elders, and in stories rooted deeply in place. For years, Louisiana Folk Roots has been dedicated to honoring and sustaining these living traditions. From rural communities to classrooms, and from living rooms to festival stages, Louisiana Folk Roots works hand in hand with Cajun and Creole musicians, dancers, craftspeople, cooks, storytellers, and culture bearers, ensuring their ancestral knowledge is respected, supported, and shared. Through education, documentation, and community-centered programs, Louisiana Folk Roots helps ensure that Louisiana's diverse folk traditions remain vibrant, not only for today, but for generations to come, and they have fun doing it. Louisiana folk traditions live in the hands, voices, and memories of its people, and few figures understood that more deeply than Dewey Belfa. As a musician, tradition bearer, and cultural advocate, Dewey Belfa dedicated his life to ensuring that Cajun music and culture were respected, valued, and carried forward. He believed that tradition was not something frozen in the past, but something alive, meant to be shared, taught, and celebrated. That belief became a legacy, and in the year 2000, Christine, Dewey's youngest daughter, formed Louisiana Folk Roots. Growing up immersed in music, community, and cultural responsibility, Christine witnessed firsthand the power of honoring tradition bearers as artists, teachers, and leaders. Louisiana Folk Roots was created in that spirit. The seed was planted by Dewey's lifelong commitment to cultural equity and shaped by Christine's vision. And we are all the beneficiaries of this commitment to a culture. Louisiana Folk Roots is a treasured resource and a beautiful expression of give and take for established and cherished musicians to lead and teach, as well as novice beginners to witness and learn. Through educational programs like Balfa Camp and Kids Camp, as well as preservation and documentation via the Cajun and Creole Music Collection, Louisiana Folk Roots ensures that folk traditions remain vibrant by supporting the people who sustain them and carrying forward a legacy of respect, advocacy, and living traditions.
Hi again. It's my honor to present this year's Industry Lifetime Achievement Award to Louisiana Folk Roots. To accept the award, please welcome current board member and former president of Louisiana Folk Roots, Robert Broussard, and Louisiana Folk Roots Kid Camp coordinator and Cajun musician and educator Luke Duvall.
Thank you very much. Isn't the band amazing tonight? I mean, from jazz to zydeco to blues to everything, they can play anything. So it's my honor and privilege to accept this on behalf of Louisiana Folk Roots. Next to me is Luke Duvall, who's a second-generation musician, multi-instrumentalist, accordion player, fiddle player. I can't even carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. Luke is amazing. So I just wanted to accept this on behalf of Louisiana Folk Roots, let you know we're in our 25th year, and we're going to be producing Balfa Camp this coming March, right? March or April? Is it April? I think it's April. I'm not sure. But it's in April. So, and we're going to be doing our several years long kids camp. Luke is a alumni of the kids camp. He attended the kids camp in, I believe at the age of 12, right? Is that correct? We've got several musicians who have become, started out as kids, attending our kids camp and have become like professional musicians like Adeline Miller of Les Amis du Teche and all these other great bands. So we really appreciate this and are very thankful to Folk Alliance for acknowledging the work that Louisiana Folk Roots have done over the 25 years. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Robert. Just to piggyback off what you said, it was such a cool opportunity to attend this camp as someone growing up with the music. I was fortunate to be introduced to it by my parents, but meeting people my age at that time who were also interested in it really spearheaded me into feeling like, oh wait, I'm not alone in this passion and this love for this music. And it's really cool to witness and see that same love and passion for folk music here today. So thank you to Folk Alliance for recognizing us and our work, and for the work you do in preserving and educating about folk music.
And now, in tribute to Louisiana folk roots, backed by tonight's house band, please welcome Bruce Sunpie Barnes.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here and be a part of the Folk International one more time. And we want y'all to get up off your can and on your feet for just a minute. You know what I mean? Folk music is the kind of music that you have to shake your butt to. So happy to be here with the Rumble, y'all, and everyone. Thank you. Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Way down yonder on the old oak tree. Little Liza Jane. Hollering and crying, Lord, mercy me. Little Liza Jane. In the morning. Oh, little Liza Jane. All day long, y'all. Oh, little Liza Jane. Mardi Gras coming and it won't be long. Little Liza Jane. Big Chief Holland gotta sing my song. Little Liza Jane. Getting me hot girl, me who not know. Little Liza Jane. Said a spy shot the junk through the jailhouse door. Little Liza Jane. In the morning, oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Hey, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Getting me hot cold, me who not know. Little Liza Jane. I said a girl shot the gun through the jailhouse door. Little Liza Jane. Hooray, hooray, on the Mardi Gras day. Little Liza Jane. Going downtown, y'all, I'm on my way. Little Liza Jane. In the morning. Whoa, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. What the people say? Whoa, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza, oh, say. Little Liza Jane. You got it.
That way downtown and I'm coming back.
Little Liza Jane.
Gotta meet little Liza by the railroad track.
Little Liza Jane.
Oh, Liza was the talker say out of her head.
Little Liza Jane.
I said, oh, little Liza got killer ways.
Little Liza Jane.
In the morning.
Oh, little Liza.
Everybody say,
oh, little Liza.
Little Liza. Down in New Orleans.
Oh, little Liza.
In the morning.
Oh, little Liza. Little Liza Jane. Morning on the ding dong ding.
Little Liza Jane.
Hear that girl and she wanna sing.
Little Liza Jane.
Oh, Spy got the shank and Black got the gun.
Little Liza Jane.
All going downtown, gonna have some fun, y'all.
Little Liza Jane.
In the morning, oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, what the people say? Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Bruce Sunpie Boy. And y'all, please stay on your feet for our good friend, Layla McCauley, y'all.
What a beautiful awards ceremony. We're so happy that y'all are here in New Orleans. New Orleans has another name, it's Bulbancha. It's a Choctaw word that means the land of many tongues. I can't be up here and not honor my Haitian ancestors who made it an indelible imprint on the culture of this city. And a lot of the music that you're hearing on this stage is related to that. So we're gonna sing a song that I wrote many years ago that I never get to sing. It's called Settle Down. And it's about doing the opposite. There's a lot of forces, I think, in our world that are trying to get us to kind of just obey and fall in line. And the whole point of us being together and the whole point of our artistic expression and practice is to do just the opposite of that. So this is a song called Settle Down. Settle down to keep your feet on the ground. Settle down to keep your feet on the ground. They say settle down to keep you from feeling strong. They say settle down to keep you from feeling strong. They say settle down and try to make you obey. They say settle down and try to keep you in place. They say settle down to keep you from feeling strong. They say settle down, but you know they're wrong. 'Cause spirit can't be controlled. There is no price for your soul. Nous comptons pour dire non, nous lever pour dire non, nous comptons, nous lever. leve, nous non nous gobe. We leve, nous gobe. Nous leve, nous gobe. Nous leve. Thank you so much.
Thank you for attending the 2026 International Folk Music Awards. We hope you have a wonderful week at the conference. Don't forget, tonight official showcases start at 8 o'clock and 8:20 p.m. in ballrooms on floors 2 and 3 only. Private showcases kick off at 10:30 p.m. on floors 8 through 12. Thank you and good night.
I'm really done. All right, gentlemen.
Riding in the backseat makes me car sick. Make sure that your sister's got